Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of our Scouting for Growth podcast, where we dive headfirst into the technology trends shaping the future of insurance and finance in 2025. Yep, just around the corner. I'm Sabine VdL, your ever curious host. Today, we will explore the big shifts from AI wizardry to climate tech disruptors that are revolutionizing how we manage risk, measure reward, and generally conduct business in these fast-changing industries. Before jumping in, picture this for a moment. You wake up in 2026 and your insurance coverage has auto-adjusted overnight using real-time data from your home sensors. Meanwhile, your new FinShield app pings you about a vacation fund that has grown thanks to personalized investment tips from an AI-driven robo-advisor. Sounds really unrealistic, right? Sounds futuristic. You bet, but it is becoming reality faster than you might think. So buckle up as we explore the following 6 big technology trends rocking our world. And today we will do this following 3 things. First, I will give you a quick and fun summary of each of those 6 major trends. Next, we will share an opinion on how they all come together because we can't just list facts, right? And finally, I will let you know what is coming up this year in our podcast series: collaboration, investment strategies, corporate venturing, and the much talked about venture client model. So stay tuned and let's roll. Trend 1, AI Unleashed. Our first stop, you will not be surprised, is about the AI revolution. You have probably heard that artificial intelligence is transforming everything from how we process insurance claims to how we invest our savings. We are talking about AI crawling through mountains of data, spotting fraudulent activity in seconds, and customizing financial advice so personal that it feels like you have hired your own digital money guru. Here's some mind-blowing context. AI in insurance alone is predicted to jump from just $8 billion in 2024 to potentially over $140 billion in 2034. That is massive. With generative AI tools creating on-the-fly risk assessments and personalized product recommendations, the old one-size-fits-all insurance model is heading out of the door. And it's not just insurance. Think about AI in finance, banking, retail, and everyday money management. Soon, underwriting or credit check processes that once took days could be done in mere seconds. Let's say minutes at this point. But let's not forget about emerging AI frontiers like quantum computing, which aim to handle complex scenarios like climate modeling or advanced fraud detection at warp speed. And of course, governance matters. Nobody wants a rogue AI scenario. Many insurers and financial institutions are working on frameworks to ensure AI is used ethically and responsibly. Bottom line, AI is here to stay. It is growing up right before our eyes. Embrace it or risk getting left behind. Trend 2, connectivity rewritten. Yes, next up is connectivity rewritten, the push to go fully digital. Think 5G, faster internet everywhere, augmented reality, virtual reality 2.0, you name it. These technologies aren't just fancy add-ons. They are changing how we do business. With 5G, for instance, insurers can collect real-time driving data to offer usage-based policies like getting rewarded for being a safe driver. Yes, I know, not new. We have seen this in specific markets. But what is changing here is speed and access to real-time data and therefore real-time interactions. Meanwhile, finance companies roll out mobile-first investment platforms that update your portfolio in microseconds. VR is also taking the stage, letting financial advisors or insurance agents hold virtual meetings with you inside immersive 3D worlds. It is kind of like Zoom on steroids. Consumers or customers can visualize insurance coverages by stepping into a virtual situation, maybe a simulated flood scenario or a test drive in a futuristic car. These create deeper engagement and a better understanding of the coverage you are getting. And let's not forget augmented reality, overlaying digital data in the real world. Imagine scanning a property with your phone's camera and instantly receiving an insurance quote based on recognized risk factors. Pretty wild, right? The key is that all these connectivity tools aim to bring you less friction, more accuracy, and faster services. Bottom line, always connected is the new norm. And it is redefining how companies interact with customers and how we humans make decisions in real time. Trend 3, climate tech disruption. So now let's talk about climate tech. With hurricanes, floods, and wildfires happening more often, insurance providers are analyzing climate risks like never before. Some are even adjusting policies in real time based on environmental data. Cool and absolutely crucial for those living in high-risk areas. Some insurance companies have come out, for instance, of states and actually do not underwrite specific risk categories. So important to go into that space. Meanwhile, finance giants are offering green bonds or environmentally friendly investment options. Sustainable practices aren't just an afterthought. They are part of corporate strategy, and regulators are stepping in to promote responsible business. Beyond that, we have got carbon capture tech and green computing. So let's dive into green computing, for instance. It focuses on energy efficient data centers. That is the main area. An absolute must as AI demands more processing power. And in agriculture, precision farming and carbon sequestration can help stabilize supply chains, meaning lower risk and potentially lower insurance premiums. Essentially, going green is now a strategic imperative, especially for the insurance and finance world, which arguably sits front row on the real economic impacts of climate disasters. Bottom line, climate tech isn't just a trend, it is a fundamental shift. Companies ignoring sustainability might face bigger losses or lose out on increasingly eco-conscious customers. Trend 4, Financial Services 2.0. Our fourth trend, Financial Services 2.0, covers insurtech, embedded finance, embedded insurance, blockchain, and much more. Did you know that global revenue from so-called ecosystems could hit around $60 trillion by 2025? That is 30% of all global revenue. This signals a future where financial services, insurance, and other industries blend into platform-based experiences. Blockchain is also a game changer here, from frictionless cross-border payments to smart contracts that auto-trigger claims payout. The possibilities are endless. We are also seeing digital currencies, from stablecoins to central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, gaining traction. Insurers and banks alike are pilot testing these technologies for greater speed and security. Meanwhile, embedded insurance is all the rage. Let's say you buy a laptop online, a little button at checkout offers immediate coverage if your laptop bites the dust. No extra forms, no separate websites. That convenience is powered by backend APIs, seamlessly connecting e-commerce and insurance. Bottom line, Finance is becoming frictionless, data-driven, and truly personalized. Armchair investors and everyday consumers can expect more transparency and a whole lot more innovation in how they pay, invest, borrow, or get insured. Trend 5, Mobility 2.0. Look out! Autonomous vehicles, e-scooters, and car-sharing services are rewriting the rules of travel. Insurance is flipping from driver-centric to vehicle-centric as self-driving cars become more common. Think about LA, San Francisco, Phoenix. 34 states in the United States are already investigating or implementing autonomous driving. Meanwhile, in big cities, sensors track traffic to reduce congestion, meaning fewer accidents and lower claims. That is a big plus for insurers. Urban planning is also going high tech with smart city frameworks, sensors, IoT devices, real-time analytics. These keep roads safe and energy usage more efficient. Finance and insurance folks see this as a treasure trove of data to underwrite new policies, offer macro coverage for short trips, or dynamically price coverage around your daily commutes. Bottom line, from robotaxis to connected roads, next-gen mobility is rapidly transforming risk models and everyday consumer and customer interactions. Trend 6, cyber sanctuaries. Yes, finally, I would like to dive into what I call cyber sanctuaries. As everything goes online, cybersecurity stakes skyrocket. Cybercrime could cost the world up to $10 trillion annually by 2025. For insurers, that spells an opportunity to offer robust cyber coverage, but it also means constantly updating your own cyber defenses. AI-driven security, zero trust architecture, these are becoming must-haves for companies that hold your sensitive data. Data privacy is another hot topic. Financial services are hammered with regulation like GDPR or DORA being implemented in Europe on the 17th of January 2025, or new state-level privacy laws in the United States. People want transparency. What data are you collecting on me? How are you using it? And is it really safe? The more you can assure customers that their personal info is under lock and key, the more trust you are building. Bottom line, show me a connected future and I will show you new forms of cyber risk. Companies that invest in resilient cybersecurity and strong data governance can thrive in a trust-based digital economy. So, how do these 6 trends tie together? From AI unleashed to cyber sanctuaries. In many ways, they are all part of the same push to provide better, faster, safer, and greener services in a world where consumer expectations keep rising. So here is my take. First, technology alone won't cut it. Insurers and finance leaders need the right culture and willingness to experiment. Those who cling to the old ways might be left behind. Second, partnerships and collaborations are vital. Whether we are talking about insurtech startups, quantum computing labs, or sustainability experts, no single entity has all the answers. Working hand in hand with fresh innovators can spark breakthroughs in how we manage risk and deliver financial products. Third, keep an eye on ethics and privacy. AI and data sharing help shape new solutions, but trust erodes quickly if people sense their data is being misused or if algorithms are biased or discriminatory. Transparency and good governance are your best friends. Lastly, think beyond insurance. the shifts toward great ecosystem development and engagement with adjacencies. This means that what you offer might seamlessly integrate into health, retail, or even automotive experiences. So step outside the old policy mindset and start innovating in ways that deeply resonate with how people live their lives, work, and move. Well, thanks for cruising through these top trends with me. This year on the podcast, we are going to take our conversation even further, focusing on how collaborations and investment strategies shape the future of insurance, finance, and adjacencies. I'm talking corporate venturing, how big players can fast track innovation by funding or directly partnering with fast, forward thinking startups, and the ins and outs of the venture client model, which is for me the corporate startup engagement model I've been implementing for the past 10 years, where corporation become a startup's early and ongoing customer. If you want to learn how to spark that energy or synergy where established brands meet agile new ventures, well, stay tuned. We'll be exploring the nuts and bolts of building these relationships from initial pilot to scaling up to global markets. It is not just talk about ROI and synergies. Actually, it is about building future-proof strategies, engaging in commercialization engagement that benefit everyone, including you, me, and the everyday customer. All right, that is a wrap on our special 2025 technology trends episode. I hope you had fun and maybe got a little inspired hearing about AI breakthroughs, VR-based insurance quotes, next level mobility, climate-driven business models, and more. The future is here, folks, and it is more connected, data-driven, and collaborative than ever before. If you found this episode valuable, pass it along to a friend or a colleague who is itching to stay ahead of the curve. If you want to continue geeking out with me on all things tech, finance, and insurance, just join me on the next episode of Scouting for Growth. And don't forget to subscribe to future episodes on your preferred podcast channel. For now, this is Sabine signing off. Stay curious, stay informed, and remember the best way to predict the future is to help shape it. Thanks for listening. Make sure to share comments and questions on Apple Podcast. This helps us shape the agenda for the podcast, actually. And looking forward to catching up with you next time. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Scouting for Growth. Please subscribe, share with friends, and leave a 5-star rating. Your rating is so valuable. I review all of them, and my team help me adapt content to meet your needs. Also, connect with me on my preferred channels. I am a B2B growth expert, so you will find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Threads, and X as well as Blue Sky. All information available below. Until next, keep scouting for growth.